card here on this Thursday night. The feature comes up in race 9. It is a field of 7. Southfield Sky has the rail for Mike McGuigan. Woodmere Roll Lily has post 2 with Adam Murner. Better Than Men and Jason Hughes, my top choice in that race. They have post 3. Pacific Delight has post 4 for Kenny Murphy. Maggie's Delight has post 5 for Mark Campbell. And Elm Grove Penny and Corey McPherson with post 6. And Silly Amos and Kenny Arsenault round out this tough field of 7 mares in our feature. It is the second super high 5 of the night as well, and it's a tough one, but I'm going to go with Better Than Men and Hughes to win it.
Well, I think everybody should be following your picks, Kurt. You've been red hot on the super high 5, so congratulations to you. Let's see if you can keep it going tonight. We are at Studio 63 tonight. That's where I'm located, and it's in honor of the 63rd running of the Gold Cup and Saucer presented by Atlantic Lottery. Let's get all the equipment and program changes, track conditions tonight as we send it upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Thank you, Lee, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Redshores Racetrack and Casino at the Charlottetown Driving Park for tonight's racing program. It's event number 25 of the meeting. Fast track conditions, 23 degrees Celsius the temperature. At this time in Charlottetown, the track condition is rated by the officiating members from the Atlantic Province's Harness Racing Commission. Tonight, the senior judge is Mr. Derek Quinn. The associate judges are Mr. Gary Devine and Mr. Ronnie Hennessy. Now here tonight's program and equipment changes. In the first race tonight, scratch number 4, Dueling Banjo, She Will Not Go. Race 1, scratch number 4, Dueling Banjos. Number 6, Salisbrook Velveeta, is adding earplugs and a choke plate. Next change, turn over to race number 4. In the fourth race, number 3, Amanda's, is now owned by Wade and Philip Trusignan of Cardinal, Ontario. Next change, go to race number 5. In the fifth race, featuring the Super High 5, number 4, Brookdale Sienna, from a head pole to a line pole on the outside. And scratch number 5, DC's First Girl, She Will Not Go. Race 5, scratch number 5, DC's First Girl. Final change on the card goes in race number 6. In the sixth race tonight, number 3, Southern Heart, adding Tony Morgan Spreaders. That's going to wrap up the changes on tonight's 9-race presentation. The Par Mitchell windows, they're open and they are selling. And you have 25 minutes to make your first race decisions with the opening post time set for 7 o'clock. Let's go back to my co-hosts Lee Drake and Kurt Hughes on race day to set up the betting offers and promotional plays.
Thank you very much, Vance. Red Shores is pleased to offer the new Early Pick 4 with a $500 guarantee pool beginning on race 2. And the Super High 5 is on race 5 and again on race number 9 with a low 15% takeout. And Lee, you have a great promo for HBI players.
That's right, Kirk. HBI players across the country who play Red Shore Charlottetown during Old Home Week receive 3% cash back. Plus, HBI players on PEI who wager this week will have a chance to win a $500 dollar account bonus. And that rebate will kick into gear at the end of Gold Cup week. Players must opt in for the promotion with complete details at hbibet.com. Remember, you can be first in line by placing your bets at the track through HBI and use our free Wi-Fi as well. The on-track Pick 5 is not available for tonight, but it will be back Friday and Saturday. Saturday, of course, for our one and only Supercard starting at 7 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the playing of our national anthem.
Say Now, back to Race Day Live.
Good evening and welcome back to Race Day Live. I'm your host, Kurt Hughes, here at the HPI broadcast desk. A fast track tonight, 23 degrees. There's not much wind, so the wind will not be a factor tonight. It's going to be a great night for racing. I'm going to focus in on the early pick four tonight. It kicks off in race number 2, Filly Mare maiden class, and I'm going to go with the filly on the rail. It's a 2-year-old filly by Better Than Cheddar, named Salisbrook Wonder, out of the Tom Weatherby stable. A good second in her debut there, 2 minutes 1/5, just missed. Closed it out 28-1. Then made a break there in a PEI Colt Stakes. So I'm going to throw that line out. I'm going to go to the 1, Salisbrook Wonder, to kick things off in my early pick four. And then in race number 3, I'm going to go to the mare on the rail again. I like Black Electra to get the job done for David Dowling. She's been pretty competitive at this level. You see it down at the bottom of her card. She was a winner in the 5 claimer there in 59. Followed it up with a win in the optional 6 and was claimed by Jeff Holmes and his hardcore racing stable. They were a winner on that night as well. And then Jeff reeled off a couple of wins on his own with this mare up at the optional 7,000 claimer. And then she ran into a bit of hard racing luck up at the optional 7 and 8 claimers, and so she's finding her way back down to the optional 5 here tonight with the rail. I think she's going to be good to go from the rail. David Dowling, very aggressive. I think they're going to go right down the road and get it done in that second leg there in race 3. And then in race number 4, I'm going to go to the outside and Befriend It and Miles Heffernan. I like this 3-year-old filly by Amigo Hall. She can bust off the wings, and if you can look at her lines there, in her last start in Summerside, she went right down the road, was a winner by 21 1/4, 59-3. It was a track record for 3-year-old fillies, and it was a real nice trip. So I like her to go back to back there in that race 4 in the third leg. And in race 5, the final leg, I'm going to go with the 4 in there, Brookdale, Sienna, and Corey McPherson. They were a good third from post 7 in 59-3 last time out. And so I like that trip. 29-2 closing quarter. Move into post 4 here tonight. So I'm going to put her on top. It is also our first super high 5 ticket as well in race 5. So I like her to round out my pick 4 ticket. We're about 10 minutes away here from the Thursday night opener. It's the 9-dash card. Our feature comes up in race number 9, and there we get a look at the early pick 4 tickets here. I'm going to go with a 1-1-7-4. Post time picks like a 7-1-8-1, and the classifier's choice is 7-3-7-1. And I'll be back after the post parade of race number 1 to pick up my top choices.
The first race pacers and their drivers have entered the track for the post parade. Number 1, I'm a Miracle, owned by Gary Cave of Halifax, Nova Scotia, trained by Melissa Rennie. Adam Murner drives. Catch a Few Rays, number 2, is owned by Carson Wilkie and Lowell Parkman of Stratford, trained by Kenneth Wilkie, Miles Heffernan. Mighty Mouse, number 3, owned by CC Stables of Middle Sackville, Nova Scotia. Chris Colvin is the trainer. Dale Spence drives. 4 is Scratch, number 5, Acro Turi, owned by David Kent of North Rustico. Kenny Arsenault training and driving. Salzbrook Velveeta, number 6, owned by Darren McKenzie of Charlottetown, trained by Todd Walsh. Tonight, David Dowling. The post-time clock for first race has expired. This is your final call for wagering on race 1. Welcome to Red Shores, Charlottetown. From Prince Edward Island, Kurt Hughes is next to set up tonight's opener.
Gold Cup and Saucer grandstand seats are available, $55 each. You can call the race office, and out onto the track we go here for the Thursday night opener. It's 23 degrees. The track is fast, and there's really no wind, so the wind won't be a factor here tonight. It's just a real nice day here on Prince Edward Island, and we're kicking things off here in the opener. We got the 4 is scratched, and we have an equipment change on the 6 Salzbrook Velveeta, adding earplugs and a choke plate. So those are the changes here in the opener, and we're going to take a look at my top choice in here. That is the 2. Catch a Few Rays, owned by Carson Wilkie and Lowell Parkman. This is a 6-year-old mare by Sunshine Beach, and she has been absolutely super in her last few starts. That start in her last start was a real impressive mile there. She got away 4th and kind of came first up there and ended up second. A real good trip, 58-1, and then she was on the front, 2 back, and ended up 3rd and 57-2. Has been racing at this 851 level, and she's here at the 851s again tonight, but she shows that she can go right with them. And with post 2 here tonight, I can see Miles going right down the road with Catch a Few Rays, and I'd like her to win it. So she is 3-2 on the board. And with the 4 scratch, the 5 Acroteri moves in 1 spot to post 4, and Acroteri's been good in her last 2 starts. She wired the field there for Natasha Day, 2 back, 57-1. That is her record, and she followed it up with a good 4th for Mike McGuigan in 57-4, 28-2. That was at the non-winners of 11-11 last 5, so dropping down a level here to the 851s. Trainer driver Kenny Arsenault in the seat here tonight. I like this mare too. She could also be close to getting it done in here. I put her for second on my ticket. She's currently 5-2. Okay, we're getting close here in the Thursday night opener, and there's who I like for third. That is I'm a Miracle and Adam Murner. Gary Cave from Halifax is the owner. Melissa Rennie taking over the training duties. It's hard to ignore that second last start there, wiring the field in 57-3 for Paul Langell there at the 301 level in Truro. Head post 8 last week in Truro. Never really got into the mile on that day. 201-3 she was race time. So moving back in here to the inside rail. And post 1, Adam Murner. First time Melissa Rennie. This mare is going to be tough to beat, and making her 4th start of the season. So she's definitely a exotic play here. And right now the current slight favorite at 8-5. Good group to kick things off here on Thursday night, Old Home Week Eve. Let's send it over to track announcer Vance Cameron for the race call.
I'm a Miracle, Catch a Few Rays, Mighty Mouse, Acroturi, Salzbrook, Belvita, top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, I'm a Miracle, and Catch a Few Rays are leaving out. Third one to the turn is Mighty Mouse, away fourth, Acroturi in the early trailer. That'll be Salzbrook, Velveeta. So I'm a Miracle in line to Adam Murner. Will show the way to the opening quarter mile. Catch a Few Rays tucked away second. Mighty Mouse in third. Then it's Acroturi fourth, and trailing the field, Salzbrook, Velveeta. So this compact field of five, you'll not see much action in the early going as they arrive at the first quarter mile. And that's I'm a Miracle with the lead. 28-3 opened it up. Second is Catch a Few Rays in mid-pack. Third is Mighty Mouse racing fourth, Acroturi, and the trailer. That is Salzbrook, Velveeta down the stretch for the first time, approaching the opening half mile. I'm a Miracle. The post-time favorite is the midway point leader for Murner. Second is Catch a Few Rays. Then in third, that is Mighty Mouse. There goes Salzbrook, Velveeta. Up to take over fourth on the outside. Now the trailer at the rail. Acroturi, 58 seconds flat was the half mile. Moving around the turn, arriving at 5/8, the unchallenged leader. I'm a Miracle. Catch a Few Rays is right there second. Back into third is Mighty Mouse. Acroturi is now racing fourth. Then the trailer. Salzbrook, Velveeta, three-quarters next. And I'm a Miracle, still the leader, and it's getting late. Second, that is Catch a Few Rays coming to the outside. Mighty Mouse at the rail third. Acroturi is there fourth. And the gapped-out trailer, Salzbrook, Velveeta, three-quarters in one. 27-1, and they're homeward bound. Catch a Few Rays takes over. Acroturi on the outside second. I'm a Miracle fading third. On the wire next, and here is Acroturi in line to Kenny Arsenault. Second is Catch a Few Rays. Mighty Mouse is third. Time for the mile in 1:57.4.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum Slow-Mo here for the Thursday night opener, and it was Murner and I'm a Miracle putting up the early fractions of 28-3, half 58. A great patient drive here by the veteran trainer driver Kenny Arsenault as he just bided his time sitting in the four-hole. Catch a Few Rays had that perfect pocket ride at the three-quarters, 127-1. Heffernan and Catch a Few Rays pulled pocket, and right on her back was Acroturi, following around the last turn, and Kenny tips off Miles back at the top of the stretch. And this mare I mentioned in the pre-race, she's been so good in her last couple starts. She closed it out 28-2 last week, and a nice trip here. She closes it out strong here at the finish, getting it done again here, 57-4. This is her second win in 3 starts and her third on the campaign from 14 starts. We'll see Acroturi and Arsenault back in the Red Shores winner's circle in just a moment.
Acroturi in the first race winner's circle, facing Balmare 6, the daughter of Ameripan. Gigolo is off the modern art dam, modern example, and she is a homebred of David Kent of North Rustico. Kenny Arsenault, training and driving, time of the mile in 1:57.4. Acroturi in the Thursday night opener at Charlottetown. Now the official results from the first race: I'm a Miracle fifth, Catch a Few Rays second, Mighty Mouse third, Dueling Banjos was scratched. Acroturi, the race winner. Salzbrook Velveeta finished fourth. Fractions went 28 and 3, 58. 127 and 1, and the mile 157 and 4. In review, it's 5-2-3, scratch 1-4.
This race replay is brought to you by Sintrack Print and Graphic. Here they come, and it's Sintrack for the win with exceptional print products, exceptional graphic design services, and exceptional value. Sintrack Print and Graphics, 902-892-7719.
Here's the official prices from the first race. Acroturi $5.50, Exactor $11.40, Tractor $65, Superfecta $24.76. The second race is the Daniel Bradley Memorial. There'll be a trackside cooler presentation. Number one is Salzbrook Wonder, owned by Sean Murphy of Charlottetown, trained by Tom Weatherby. Mark Bradley drives. Woodmere Heather M, number two, owned by the Next Generation Stable Stratford, trained by Tom Weatherby, Brody McPhee. Speak Up Bun, number three, owned by Donald McCrae of Vernon Bridge, Jason Hughes, training and driving. Royals Alley, number four, is owned by Ryan Deuce out of South Rustico, trained by Cliff Murphy. Kenny Murphy drives. Little Reese's Pieces, number five, owned by Olivia May, Herman McQuaid, Sean McIsaac, and Ben Legault, trained by Melissa Rennie, Adam Murner. Salzbrook Pixie 6, owned by Reg McPherson of Stratford, trained by Kevin McLean, Corey McPherson. Camelot Terror, number 7, owned by Donald, Terry Jane, and Chad Taylor of Charlottetown. Chad does the training tonight. Mark Campbell. Number 8, It's Dowling Time, is owned and trained by Robert Phillips of Belfast. David Dowling catch drives, 4 minutes wagering time. On the second race, beat the line by placing your bets at the track through your HPI account. You can also use our free Wi-Fi.
Don't miss the final of the Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup with the rising rookie stars of Atlantic Canada Harness Racing on August 16th at Red Shores in Charlottetown. Zach Conway, Brett LeBlanc, Kyle Mason, Taylor Doyle, Luke Armstrong, and Ryder Renison. And organizers would like to thank sponsors Meridian Farms of Calgary, Alberta, Peter Francis Insurance Services, and Red Shores, along with the cooperation of the PEI Harness Racing Industry Association and the Nova Scotia Harness Racing Industry Association. The Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup Final, Tuesday, August 16th, right here at Red Shores. Okay, race 2 on track. Just 2 minutes to go here. And don't forget, you can tag your ticket with the Wild Horses. We also have the Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor Wagering, and the early pick 4 kicks off here in race number 2. And my top choice in here is Salzbrook Wonder. It's a 2-year-old filly by Better Than Cheddar. I like that start in her debut in a maiden here in Charlottetown on July 21st. A good second. Only beat a quarter length. Race timed in 2 minutes 1/5. Closing quarter 28-1. Made a break there in that PEI Cold Stake in Summerside, so we'll throw that line out and we'll go to Salzbrook Wonder to go right down the road here tonight for Bradley. And Sean Murphy is the owner from Charlottetown. Tom Weatherby, the trainer. Currently 4-5. Now we're getting a look at Royas Alley, a 2-year-old filly by Stonebridge Terror, owned by Ryan Doucette of South Rustico. Cliff Murphy, the trainer, and Kenny Murphy doing the driving. A nice sire stake debut there in Summerside. Finished third. Race timed in 2:01, 29-1 closing quarter. Made a break in that last start there in Summerside in a PEI Cold Stake. And so we're looking for Royas Alley to get back on her game here in an overnight here in Charlottetown. I think she can be part of the ticket. Kenny Murphy will put her in play, I think, off the gate, and she should get spotted up close to the lead, and I can see her being part of this ticket for sure. Right now, 6-1. And I'm going to put in Salzbrook Pixie for third. Salzbrook Wonder, I like to win it. And I'm going to go with another Salzbrook here with the 6 Salzbrook Pixie. This is a 2-year-old filly by He's Watching. Corey McPherson is going to do the driving tonight for trainer Kevin McLean. And Reg McPherson of Stratford is the owner. 6th last time out there. A 3-wide move at the half. Race timed in 2:03-1 in Summerside in that PEI Cold Stake. A couple of nice trips, though, in Charlottetown and Summerside. Prior to that, second 3-back 59-4, and then fourth second last start in 2 minutes 3/5, 29-2 closing quarter. So some nice lines on this 2-year-old filly by He's Watching. We'll see what Corey decides to do, what kind of trip he works out for this filly, but she is definitely an exotic play and a good price right now at 11-1. We got 6 2-year-old fillies on the inside of the gate, 2 3-year-old fillies on the outside of the gate, and they are lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate, and they're all looking for win number 1 on their career. Let's send it over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Salzbrook Wonder, Woodmere Heather M, Speak Up Bun, Roy Oz Alley. Little Reese's Pieces, Salzbrook Pixie, Camelot Terror. It's Dally time, top of the stretch. Here they come. Off stride on the rail is Salzbrook Wonder. So the place time favorite in big time trouble here. There they go, off and facing, and it's Woodmere Heather M along the rail to lead him out. Speak Up on his second. That is Roy Oz Alley on the outside third. Racing fourth is Salzbrook Pixie. Then between horses, Camelot Terror fifth. Sixth up the rail. That's Little Reese's Pieces on the outside seventh. It's Dally time. And Salzbrook Wonder, that heavy favorite, will not get there tonight. She has troubles in the backfield. They arrive at the opening quarter, and here come Roy Oz Alley on to take over the lead for Kenny Murphy. Second, that's Woodmere Heather M. Back into third is Speak Up Bun, 29. And 3 was the quarter. Salzbrook Pixie around the turn is fourth and moving to the outside. Camelot Terror races from fifth. Now in sixth. On the inside, it's Dally time. Seventh along the rail as they race towards that opening half mile. Little Reese's Pieces and the trailer is Salzbrook Wonder. They're halfway home, and it's Roy Oz Alley, the midway point leader. Up and out of on the outside. Here's Salzbrook Pixie now second. Third up the rail is Woodmere Heather M. The half in a minute and 4. Racing fourth on the outside is Camelot Terror. Racing fifth, and following that cover, it's Dally time. Sixth up the rail to Speak Up Bun. On the outside, seventh, Little Reese's Pieces. And the trailer, Salzbrook Wonder. 3 quarters next. There'll be 3 wide at that station. Roy Oz Alley along the rail, the leader. In between them and off stride. Salzbrook Pixie went on the run. Camelot Terror takes over second. Up the inside for third. It's Dally time. 3 quarters in 1:31 and 2 with an eighth of a mile left to go. That's Roy Oz Alley, the leader. Camelot Terror on the outside. It's Dally time in the passing lane. Down the stretch they come. Roy Oz Alley almost there. Roy Oz Alley wins for Kenny Murphy. Out of the clouds came Little Reese's Pieces second. Camelot Terror third. Time for the mile in 2:01 and 2.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum Slow-Mo here in race number 2. This was maiden filly and mares. We had 6 2-year-olds and 2 3-year-olds, and they were showing some immaturity here in this second race with the favorite going in behind the gate, Mark Bradley and Salzbrook Wonder. They made the break, but I mentioned this filly in the pre-race, Kenny Murphy and Royas Alley. I thought they'd be aggressive here tonight, and Murphy put her right on the front, 29 and 3. Half minute 4/5, 1:31 and 2. A nice mile here of 2:01 and 2, closing it out 30 flat. She picks up her maiden breaking victory here tonight. In race 2, it is the Dino Bradley Memorial Family and Friends will be trackside with the winner, and the 4-5-7 Triactor is a decent ticket here in race 2.
Roy Oz Alley arriving at the second race. Winner's Circle. Bay Facing Philly 2. The daughter of Stonebridge Terror is from the Yankee Cruiser Dam. Delcy Hanover. A homebred of Ryan Deuce out of South Rustico. Trained by Cliff Murphy. Kenny Murphy is in the driver's seat. He put the filly on top at every call. Winning in 2:01 and 2/5. That's a maiden record for Roy Oz Alley in the second down at trackside. That is the Dino Bradley Memorial Cooler presentation. Family and friends joining us on this Thursday night at the driving park.
This race replay is brought to you by Windermere Farms. The top tier of Atlantic Canadian stallions have their hooves planted firmly at Windermere Farms in Springvale, PEI. When breeding an Atlantic Canadian champion, look no further than Malicious, Legion of Honor, Source of Pride, and Somewhere Fancy. Go to windermerefarmspei.weebly.com for more information.
Now the official results in the second. Salisbrook Wonder was 8th. Woodmere Heather M 6th. Speak Up Bun was 4th. Roy Oz Alley, the race winner. Little Reese's Pieces was 2nd. Salisbrook Pixie finished 7th. Camelot Terror 3rd. It's Dally Time was 5th. They went 29 and 3, 1 minute 4, 131 and 2, and the mile 2:01 and 2. In review, it's 864, 127. 3.5. Roy Oz Alley paid $13.90. The exactor $197.60. Triactor $1,024.85. The superfecta was $225.69. The early daily double $18.
Okay, here's a look at our picks for the upcoming third race. I'm going to go with a 1-3-2 post time picks, like a 1-2-3 classifier's choice. Also going with the inside three horses. They like a 3-1-2, as you can get a look at the horses exiting the paddock here with the paddock cam, courtesy of Red Shores. They'll be on the track here in a moment for the post break.
Michael Roberts Memorial is the third race for the trackside presentation. Number 1, Black Elector, owned by Hardcore Racing of Belfast, trained by Jeff Holmes, David Dowling. Good Luck Kathy, 2, is owned by Janet Compton of Stratford, trained by Ron Matheson, Brody McPhee drives. 3, Miss Patricia B, is owned by Bobby Joe Matheson of Charlottetown, trained by Ron Matheson, Mark Campbell. I Can Do It, number 4, owned by Douglas and David Neal of Charlottetown, trained by Keith Ford, Adam Murner drives. 5 is Evening Maelstrom, owned by Dr. Mary McNiven of 9 Mile Creek, trained by Cliff Murphy, Kenny Murphy driving. Camco Willow, number 6, owned and trained by Pamela Moore of Truro, Nova Scotia. Andrew Campbell's in the sulky. 4 minutes wagering time on the third. Red Shores is pleased to announce 3 trials for the Gold Cup and Saucer Final presented by Atlantic Lottery. 2 trials on Saturday night, 1 trial Monday night, opening post times 7 o'clock.
Three good-looking trials coming up on the weekend. 2 on Saturday night and 1 on Monday night. Competitive fields. They should be exciting races to watch. So we hope you guys tune in, or if you can be there on track, it's a great atmosphere and great to watch in person. But if you can't, you can also tune in at Redshores.ca or our YouTube channel. Just search for Red Shores on YouTube and you'll find us there. And now we're back onto the track here for race number 3. It is the Michael Roberts Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside with a cooler presentation. And there is my top choice. That is the 1, Black Electra, dropping down here into the optional 5 claimer. This mare likes to get off the gate and get spotted up close. When she does, she is a different mare, and I would call her maybe a little bit one-dimensional, as she does like to bust off the wings. You can look down her lines there. When she's on the front, she is basically a lock. She was a winner there in 56, 5 back for David Dowling, and prior to that, a winner in 57 and 1 as well. And 2 back was a nice trip as well, up at that optional 6,000 claimer. She sat the 2-hole in behind a real good Silly Amos on that night. Finished second, good race time, 57 and 2, and then post 7 last week was parked the entire mile, still paced a mile in 59 and 3, so she moves into the rail here tonight. So I'm looking for David Dowling to go right down the road with this mare and get it done. Currently 3-2. Just 2 to go here before race number 3. We have Exactor, Superfecta, Tractor Wagering, Win Play Show, the Wild Horses Tag, and we also are going to get a look at my second place finisher in here, and that is Miss Patricia B. That's the way I see it setting up here in the third. I think she can be. She could also win this race. If you look down her lines, closing quarters in 28 and change. Last time out, 57 and 1 for Barrio. Ron Matheson, the trainer, doing a terrific job with this now 4-year-old mare. She is 8 for 9 in the top 3 with 2 wins. Mark Campbell picks up the live mount here tonight for owner Bobby Joe Matheson. A winner 3-back, 58-2, 28-1 closing quarters. Second 2-back, 57 flat, 28-4. So she's shown some incredible miles lately. And post 3 to work with. Then our top driver here, Mark Campbell. She's going to be tough to beat. I elected to go with the 1 just because I think Dowling's going to be cutting it. But this mare here could also get it done. Miss Patricia B at even money. And now we're getting a look at the veteran in the field. That is the 2, Good Luck Kathy, now 12 years old. Trained by Ron Matheson. Janet Compton of Stratford is the owner. Brody McPhee will get the call here tonight. Shown pretty decent lines as well, racing at that 851 level, so dropping down to the 601s, where you can see she was a good third there, 4 back at this level. 58-1 for Brody, and closed it out 30-1. They just missed, finishing third by a half a length in behind Elm Grove, Penny, and Dusty Lane Zendaya. Pretty nice mare. So Good Luck Kathy. I like her starting spot, post 2 here tonight. And I like her to round out my tri-actor ticket. I'm going to go 1-3-2 in here. The 2 is 7-2 on the board. The starters in the Michael Roberts Memorial lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Black Electra, Good Luck Kathy, Ms. Patricia B. I Can Do It, Evening Maelstrom, and Camp Willow. Half a dozen noses moving up onto the gate in the third. Michael Roberts Memorial, top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Ms. Patricia B. and Black Electra leave out. Good Luck Kathy, the third one into the turn to get away fourth. I Can Do It. Evening Maelstrom in fifth, and Camco Willow will be the trailer. Black Electra will be the leader for David Dowling. Ms. Patricia B. now is second, racing from third. That's Good Luck Kathy. I Can Do It goes fourth. Racing from fifth is Evening Maelstrom. Trailing the field sixth. That is Camco Willow in straight alignment on by the opening quarter. And Black Electra is the fraction setter. 29-1 opened it up. Racing second is Ms. Patricia B. Good Luck Kathy on the turn third. I Can Do It fourth. Fifth is Evening Maelstrom. And the trailer, Camco Willow. No movement as they move towards that opening half mile. Led by Black Electra. Ms. Patricia B. continues second. Good Luck Kathy third. I Can Do It fourth. Evening Maelstrom fifth. Sixth is Camco Willow. On by the opening half mile in 59-1. Onward they go around the paddock turn for time two, led by Black Electra. Ms. Patricia B. is a textbook two-hole rider. Racing third is Good Luck Kathy. I Can Do It fourth. Evening Maelstrom, Camco Willow. Still nobody, and I mean nobody, can find a right line in here. 3/4 coming next. Black Electra the leader. Ms. Patricia B. continuing to give chase. Good Luck Kathy is third. I Can Do It fourth. Fifth on the outside is Evening Maelstrom. Trailing at the rail, Camco Willow. 3/4 29-2. And they're turning for home. Black Electra the leader. Ms. Patricia B. in the outside second. Good Luck Kathy along the rail third. To the wire next, Black Electra and Dowling. They go all the way. Miss Patricia B second. Good Luck Kathy is third. The time for the mile in 1:58 and 2.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum slow-mo here for race number 3. What's the Michael Roberts Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside for a cooler presentation. And as expected, Black Electra and Dowling, they go right down the road here using the rail to their advantage and then put up pretty nice fractions here. A well-rated mile by Dowling, 29 and 1, half 59 and 1, 129 and 2. Throwing the last quarter as he gives her a little chirp there down the lane. 29 flat for a nice mile, 158 and 2. Miss Patricia B, the pocket sitter, and Campbell, they get the deuce, and Good Luck Kathy and Brody McPhee do get the showdown here, but it's Dowling winning the third here with Black Electra.
Black Electra arriving at the third race winner's circle, facing Black Mare 6 by Shadow Play from the Stonebridge Regal Dam. Regal Magic, owned by Hardcore Racing of Belfast, trained by Jeff Holmes. David Dowling put her on top at every call, winning in 158 and 2. Black Electra in the third, down at trackside, the Michael Roberts Memorial Cooler presentation.
Sport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome an opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and in the U.S. We also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email sd.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Now the official results from the third race. Black Electra the winner, Good Luck Kathy third. Miss Patricia B was second. I Can Do It fourth. Evening Maelstrom was fifth. Camco Willow finished sixth. They went 29 and 1, 59 and 1, 129 and 2, and the mile in 158 and 2. In review, 132, 456. Black Electra paid $380. The exactor $680, triactor $950, and the superfecta was $290.
like to send happy birthday greetings out to Carrie, and also happy birthday to David Myers. So happy birthday to Carrie. We hope you're enjoying your evening here at the track as well. David Myers, happy birthday from all of us here at Red Shores. Thank you for joining us here tonight. HBI players across the country who play Red Shores Charlottetown during Gold Cup week will receive a 3% cashback, plus HBI PEI players who wager on the Gold Cup week racing have a chance to win a $500 account bonus rebate at the end of the week. And players must opt in for the promotion with complete details at hbibet.com. Remember, you can be the first in line by placing your bets at the track through HBI and use our free Wi-Fi. Okay, race 4 will be on the track in just a moment. There's a look at our top choices here in the 4th. I'm going to go with a 7-8-4. Post time Pixelix at 8-4-7. And classifier's choice going with a 7-8-4. Post break coming up next.
Cardigan Feed Services Limited sponsor the 4th race. Number 1, Holland Hill, owned and trained by Melissa Rennie of Charlottetown, out of Murner drives. Giant Thunder 2 is owned by Mary Lee Ripley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, Jim Ripley Training and Driving. Amanda's number 3, now owned by Wade and Phyllis Singant of Cardinal, Ontario, trained by Brian McPhee, Brody McPhee Driving. Along for the Ride, number 4, owned by Ambrose Labeled of Morel, trained by Brian McPhee, Amber Campbell drives. Laugh Now, number 5, owned by James Quinn of York, Brittany and Joel Watts of Springvale, David Dowling, the trainer-driver. Number 6, Striking Pride, owned by John Bro, Jillian Furness, and Paul Morrison, Paul Training and Driving. Defriended, number 7, owned by Jackie Heffernan of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, trained by Miles Heffernan Jr., Miles Sr. drives. Victory Now, number 8, owned by Hardcore Racing of Belfast, trained by Jeff Holmes, Kenny Murphy driving. 4 minutes wagering time on the 4th. Coming up next, Mayor Philip Brown with an announcement on the birthplace of Confederation Series.
The Birthplace of Confederation Series was launched by the City of Charlottetown to support the harness racing industry and to recognize individuals who have played a significant role in the success of harness racing in the city and province. The City of Charlottetown is proud to announce the 2022 honoree is Lloyd Palmer. Mr. Palmer was involved in the founding of the Atlantic Sire Stakes program, was an active owner, trainer, and driver, and he and his family operated Greenwood Farms, breeding numerous stakes winners. Lloyd Palmer is very worthy of recognition as the 2022 honoree of the Birthplace of Confederation Series, sponsored by the City of Charlottetown. And we look forward to seeing Lloyd and his family at Red Shores for a big celebration. Thank you.
Okay, back onto the track we go here for race number 4, 3 minutes to post. It is the Cardigan Feed Services Pace, and there is my top choice. That is the 7. Defriended, owned by Jackie Heffernan of Glace Bay. Miles Heffernan in the seat tonight, and what a trip last time out, right down the road in PEI Colt Stakes action in Summerside, winning in 159 and 3, a 3-year-old filly record in Summerside. She is by Amigo Hall. She is a win and a second this year from just 2 starts, banked over 13,000 last year, 4 for 7 last year with 2 wins and 2 seconds. So 6 for 9 lifetime in the top 2. Defriended, a really talented filly, and I can see her being pushed out to the lead here again tonight, and I can see her going right down the road. Currently even money. I'd like to also send out happy birthday greetings to Tammy McDonald and Ina McLean. So happy birthday to Tammy McDonald and Ina McLean from all of us here at Red Shores as we get a look at the 8 Victory now, owned by Hardcore Racing. Kenny Murphy doing the driving, Jeff Holmes the trainer. This is a real nice filly too, and she is by What the Hill, and pretty impressive lines here. It's 8 for 8 in the top 3 this year. 3 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. Over 5,000 made from those 8 starts. A mark of 2:01 and 4. Taking 6 back. You can see it there right on her lines there. Second last start on the bottom, wiring the field. She's another filly who has great gate speed, so I'll look for Murphy to be really aggressive with her. A nice trip last time out, 3rd in 2 minutes in behind Sailor Blue and Jessie Jess, or Jessica in that Island Oceans series. And that is our best mares here in the Maritimes, and she handled the competition quite well from post 3 last time out. So I like her for second on my ticket. Post 8 is going to be tough for her, but I'm sure Murphy will engineer a real good trip for her. And I got her for second on my exactor, but I wouldn't be surprised if she could get it done here. 3-1, good price. And now we're getting a look at another 3-year-old filly, this one by Merchandiser. This is the 4, Along for the Ride, owned by Ambrose Labeled of Morel. Brian McPhee, the trainer. Amber Campbell back in the seat this week. Amber in the seat last week to an impressive mile of 2 minutes, 2/5. How about that trip last week? She lowered her previous best by over 5 seconds. She was on her game. A good 2-hole ride from post 4, so I'm looking for her to be aggressive with Along for the Ride here in this 4th race, and I can see her being definitely part of this ticket, and she could get it done, building off that impressive mile last time out. Along for the Ride currently at 5-2. Kind of a mixed bag of trotters in here. We have 2, 3, 4-year-old filly mare trotters. We also have a few geldings in this class. It's a real solid group of 8 lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It's post time for the 4th. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Holland Hill, Magian Thunder, Amanda's. Along for the Ride, Laugh Now, Striking Pride. Defriended and Victory Now outside. Top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Rough and trotting, Defriended coming from the outside. Along for the ride is second to the turn. Then in third, that's Amanda's coming up fourth, striking for off stride on the lead. Defriended has jumped it off as they round the turn. Arriving at the eighth, along for the ride, the leader between horses, Striking Pride out there three wide. Victory Now is third. Off stride is lap now fourth. Moving into fourth, Magian Thunder. Fifth is Holland Hill from the outside, Defriended. Races six as they move on by that opening quarter mile. And up front, along for the ride, is the leader. On the outside, Striking Pride. Amanda's is closing up at the rail third. Racing from fourth, Victory Now 30. And one was the quarter. Racing fifth, that is Magian Thunder. Defriended now sixth. Holland Hill is seventh. And the trailer, that is lap now. They approach the opening half mile. And along for the ride, in line to Amber Campbell. They're halfway home. Striking Pride is second. There goes Victory Now to the outside to pick up third. Amanda's riding the rail fourth. Moving up fifth, that is Defriended. Now racing from sixth as they're on the inside by that opening quarter mile. Racing towards the 5/8 they go. And along for the ride is the leader. From the outside, here's the challenger, Victory Now. Striking Pride third. Moving up fourth is Defriended. That's Amanda's fifth. Now in sixth, Magian Thunder. Racing from seventh, Holland Hill. And the trailer, that is lap now. 3/4 in the books. Along for the ride at the rail. Victory Now matching strides on the outside. Second, third. In the pocket, that is Striking Pride. Defriended is right back into it on the outside. Fourth. 3/4 in one. 33 and one. They turn for home. Along for the ride. Looking to see it through. Striking Pride up the inside. And then third, Victory Now. Along for the ride all the way for Amber Campbell. Striking Pride second, Victory Now third. Time for the mile in 2:03 and 2.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universal slow-mo here for race number 4. It was the Cardigan Feed Services trot, and what a trip from the 4 along for the ride. And Amber Campbell, they go back to back. They did it off a pocket ride last time out. Amber electing to cut it here tonight. 30 and 1, 101 and 4, 133 and 1. A perfectly driven mile by Campbell in here. Time of the mile 2:03 and 2. They close it out 30 flat. And the 6, Striking Pride and Paul Morrison, they left off the wings, got rewarded with a 2-hole ride, and they race well here to pick up the deuce. And but it is along for the ride, going back to back for Amber Campbell here in race 4. Again, that is the Cardigan Feed Services trot, and they'll be trackside with the winner.
Along for the ride, arriving at the fourth race winner's circle, trotting Bay Philly 3 by Merchandiser. Off the Angus Hall Dam, Jewel Air, a homebred of Ambrose Label of Morel, trained by Brian McPhee. Amber Campbell is in the driver's seat for the wire-to-wire victory in 2:03-2. Along for the ride goes back-to-back. Down at trackside, the Cardigan Feed Services Limited cooler presentation.
Staff at Red Shores want your experience to be fun and entertaining. That is why we offer information on how our games work, tips to keep your gambling fun, and available community resources. For more information, please speak to one of our PlayWise advisors or stop by the PlayWise Information Center.
Here's the official results now in the fourth race. Holland Hill 7th, Magian Thunder 6th. Amanda's was 4th. Along for the ride, the race winner. Laugh Now was 8th. Striking Pride 2nd. Defriended finished 5th. Victory Now 3rd. Fractions of 30 and 1, 101 and 4. 133 and 1, and the mile 203 and 2. In review, it's 764, 182, 53. Along for the ride, paid $750 to win. Exactor $276.70. Triactor $599.60. Superfecta carryover.
Mystery Vouchers promotion continues here at Red Shores, Charlottetown. If you buy a ticket on track, you could win a voucher for racing, dining, or gaming. Plus, you qualify to win a $1,000 grand prize to be drawn on Gold Cup night. And now we're going to get a quick look at the selections for the upcoming fifth race. We're about 6 minutes away from post time. I'm going to go with a 4-1-3. Post time pick selects a 1-4-3, and classifier's choice 1-3-4. Great pay in that last race there, $599.60. The triactor pay. Great ticket earlier on in the card. We also had a triactor for $1,045.85 in race 2. So great pays here if you're playing the horses here at Red Shores. Post break coming up next.
Fifth race on the track for the post parade. Number 1 is Scarlet Summer. Darrell McLean of Winslow, the owner, trainer, and driver. Good Gracious Eileen, number 2, is owned by David Fraser of Mount Albion, trained by Greg Weatherby. Jason Hughes drives. Checkers Pride 3, owned by Marcia Knox and Kyla McDonald Stanhope, trained by Jeff Holmes. Brady Sweet. Brookdale Sienna number 4 is owned by Keith and James Campbell. Keith does the training. Corey McPherson drives. 5 is Scratch. 6 Sweet Sylvia, owned by Sylvia Hall Andrews of Nanaimo, British Columbia. Trained by Frank Hansen, driven by Kenny Murphy. 7 is J.J. Kinley, owned by Darla J. of Charlottetown. Trained by Vaughn Doyle. Mark Bradley driving. Number 8, Crimson and Clover, owned by Morris Cody of Charlottetown, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenault. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 5, featuring that Super High 5. And Kurt, you and I are up with our selections in the 5th race. We thank Results Advertising and Marketing for their presentation of the Vance Cam. Here in the 5th, I'm going to go to the 4 Brookdale Sienna. She's raced very well since going into the Keith Campbell barn. She won, absolutely jogged her first start for Keith in 59-1. Got a little fancy stepping here in between, but commended that her last start to finish a solid 3rd, pacing in 59-3. Going to use her on top. Going to go to the rail Scarlet Summer. This filly has won 2 of 4 lifetime starts, has a record of 59 flat. I like her for the deuce. Then going to go to the grandstand side, maybe for a price horse, but 6-1. I like Crimson and Clover to get a piece of the Super High 5. Then going to land on the 3 Checkers Pride to be 4th, and I'll close it out with the 7 J.J. Kinley. So my Super High 5 is 41837, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-time winner of the Super High 5, Mr. Kurt Hughes.
Well, thanks for the introduction, Vance. That was great. I'm going to go with the 4 as well. I like Brookdale Sienna and Corey McPherson. Since moving into the Keith Campbell stable, as you mentioned, been racing good, but how about the post positions? Back-to-back post 6s, and then post 7. She rallied to be 3rd, a real good trip, 59 and change. So I like her to win. I'm going to go to the rail, Scarlet Summer. I like Darrell McLean on the rail with Scarlet Summer for a 2nd, and then I'm going to go to Checkers Pride. I like this Source of Pride filly for Brady Sweet. I picked her to win when she got the job done there, 5 back in 59-2. So she has some speed. Brady uses at the right time. She'll definitely be part of this ticket. I'm going to go to the outside, Crimson and Clover, and Kenny Arsenault for 4th. And I'm going to throw in Sweet Sylvia for 5th, the 6th. So I'm going to go with a 4-1-3-8-6 here. And there's a look at our Super High 5 tickets. There's my selections. And Vance Cameron also likes the 4-1. He likes 8-3-7 for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You got about a minute to get in on the High 5 here in race 5.
Every kitchen is a restaurant. Ish. With Cavendish Farms restaurant-style fries. Every kitchen is a restaurant. Ish. With Cavendish Farms restaurant-style fries.
Just got a note from George Weatherby. His daughter Kendra celebrating her 24th birthday today. So happy birthday, Kendra. From all of us here at Red Shores, we hope you're having a fantastic evening. Okay, time is running out to get a ticket here on race number 5. We have exactor, triactor wagering. We also have the Super High 5, and we have Win Play Show and the Wild Horses tag. I'm going to go with a Super High 5 ticket of 41386 in here. A good betting board here. We're scratched down to a field of 7. The 5 is scratch. 2-1 currently on the 1 Scarlet Summer. 4-1 on Good Gracious Eileen. Checkers Pride, a good price right now at 5-1. Even money on Brookdale Sienna. DC's First Girl is scratch. Sweet Sylvia at 8-1. 19-1 on the 7 JJ Kinley. And Crimson and Clover on the outside, post 8 here at 11-1. We're getting close here in race 5. Filly mares lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 5th race. It is the Super High 5. Let's send it over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Scarlet Summer, Good Gracious Eileen, Checkers Pride, Brookdale Sienna, Sweet Sylvia, JJ Kinley, Crimson and Clover. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Brookdale Sienna leads out towards the rail. Scarlet Summer, third in the turn. Between horses, Checkers Pride coming up fourth on the outside. That is Sweet Sylvia. Rounding the turn in fifth is Good Gracious Eileen. J.J. Kinley sixth, and the trailer, that is Crimson and Clover. So they're on the backstretch, led by Brookdale Sienna. In line to Corey McPherson. Scarlet Summer got away second, dropping in to be third. That is Checkers Pride. Sweet Sylvia racing fourth. Good Gracious Eileen has fifth. Then it's J.J. Kinley. And trailing the field, Crimson and Clover. 29-1 was the opening quarter. Midway round the turn, approaching the 3/8. On the point, that is Brookdale Sienna, the fraction center. Scarlet Summer's got the 2-hole ride. Checkers Pride coming out of the turn third. Racing from fourth, that is Sweet Sylvia. Good Gracious Eileen fifth. J.J. Kinley is sixth. To the outside seventh, that is Crimson and Clover. They're halfway home, led by Brookdale Sienna. Here's Checkers Pride now. First up on the outside to take over second. 58-3 was the half. Racing from third is Scarlet Summer. Fourth, along the inside is Sweet Sylvia. Good Gracious Eileen is fifth. Outside of sixth, that is Crimson and Clover. Trailing the field, J.J. Kinley. Checkers Pride on the outside is taken over the lead from Brookdale Sienna. Scarlet Summer races from third. Sweet Sylvia right with them in fourth. Crimson and Clover now fifth. Sixth up the rail is Good Gracious Eileen. J.J. Kinley on the outside seventh. 3/4 up in one. 28-1, turning on home. Checkers Pride on the outside. Brookdale Sienna coming back on. Scarlet Summer into the passing lane. Sweet Sylvia is there. They're across the track. Brookdale Sienna for Corey McPherson. Tight for the deuce. Scarlet Summer up against Checkers Pride. 158-2.
Okay, we're going to go look at the Universal Slow-Mo here for race number 5. And Vance and I, we like the 4 in here. Corey McPherson and Brookdale Sienna. We mentioned Keith Campbell has this 3-year-old filly by Big Jim racing really well. She moved in a couple spots here. She's had some bad drawing luck, and she drew into post 4 here tonight. And so McPherson put her right on the point, 29 and 158 and 3, 128 and 1 time of the mile here, 158 and 2. This is a new race win record for this 3-year-old filly. Checkers Pride race good in here for Brady Sweet, but it looked like maybe Scarlet Summer up the inside for Daryl McLean, maybe getting the place spot in here, but it was Brookdale, Sienna, and McPherson to win the 5th here at Red Shores. And there it is. There's the winning triactor ticket, the 413 here in the 5th.
Brookdale Sienna arriving at the 5th race winner's circle by pacing filly 3 by Big Jim off the Shadow Play Dam. Brookdale Gia, owned by Keith Campbell of Enmore and James Campbell of Amherst, Nova Scotia. Keith does the training. Corey McPherson will guide her to a new pacing record tonight of 158 and 2. Brookdale Sienna in the Super High 5. Now the official results in race 5. Scarlet Summer was 2nd. Good Gracious Eileen 7th. Checkers Pride 3rd. Brookdale Sienna the race winner. DC's First Girl was scratched. Sweet Sylvia finished 4th. JJ Kinley was 6th. Crimson and Clover 5th. Fractions went 29 and 1. 58 and 3. 128 and 1. And the mile 158 and 2. In review 273. 1 scratch 465. Brookdale Sienna paid $250. The exactor 730, triactor 2070, super high 5 at 3162.
The top of the park and grandstand is now set up with self-serve betting terminals. Red Shores continues to provide guests with options through our friendly sales team, self-serve terminals, and you can also play the horses on your mobile at the track or from home through hbibet.com. Okay, race 6 coming up next. It is the Grant Thornton Pace. Grant Thornton, they'll be trackside with the winner, and I had like a 5-1-4 in here. Post time picks going with a 5-4-6, and the classifier's choice is 5-4-1. So we're all on board. Steal Me a Treasure and the Blue Knight Jason Hughes here in race 6. Post break coming up next.
Outrageous Spirit on the sixth race post parade, owned by Paul Holmes of Warren Grove and Kevin Peters of Emmyvale. Kevin is the trainer. Adam Murner drives. Elm Grove Nancy, number 2. Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat for owner-trainer Robert Phillips, Belfast. Southern Heart, number 3, owned by Elmer Campbell of Airdrie, Alberta. Jackie Cooper, Stratford, trained by Ron Matheson, driven by Brody McPhee. Four is Windermere No Harm Done, owned and trained by Travis Wilkie of Sturgeon, Miles Heffernan driving. Steal Me a Treasure, number 5, owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Jennifer does the training. Jason Hughes up. Number 6, Top of Her Trade, owned by Crazy 8 Stable of Charlottetown, trained by Todd Walsh, Mark Bradley. 5 minutes wagering time on race number 6. There is no on-track pick 5 tonight. Kurt Hughes is next with some details on the Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup final.
That's right, fans. Don't miss the final of the Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup with the rising rookie stars of Atlantic Canadian Harness Racing on August 16th at Red Shores. And Zach Conway, Brett LeBlanc, Kyle Mason, Taylor Doyle, Luke Armstrong, and Ryder Renison. They are the finalists, and organizers would like to thank sponsors Meridian Farms of Calgary, Alberta, Peter Francis Insurance Services, and Red Shores, along with the cooperation of the PEI and Nova Scotia Harness Racing Industry Associations. So the Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup final is Tuesday, August 16th, right here at Red Shores. Okay, out onto the track we go here for race number 6. Just 3 minutes to post, and there is our top choice. That is the 5, Steal Me a Treasure, owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Jennifer, the trainer, and Jason Hughes will do the driving here tonight. Pretty nice trips there all the way down the card here in the last three, especially 57 and 2, three back, a good second from post 7. And then last week, had the rail, got the 2-hole ride, ended up 5th, but a nice mile of 157 and 1 in against a kind of a softer group here tonight, as opposed to last week with Tobin, Steven, Mystical Gal, and Cutter Loose. So she draws in here a good class. Post 5 right now, 1-2. Okay, now from post 5, we'll go into post 1, and there it is. It's the one Outrageous Spirit. Paul Holmes of Warren Grove and Kevin Peters of Emmyvale are the owners. Kevin is the trainer, and Adam Murner will do the driving. This is a real classy mare here, now 11 years old, 43 lifetime wins, and she likes to bust off the wings and get spotted up close to the lead. I think they're going to get a real good trip in here, maybe following the 5 Steal Me a Treasure. I see them getting a 2-hole ride here, Murner and Outrageous Spirit, and that's the way I see her finishing second. It's now her 7th start of 2022, 4th start of this summer meet. So we'll see her a little tighter this week. Her miles continue to improve, and so I like her for second on my ticket. 6-1 currently. And for third on my ticket, I'm going to go with the 4, Windermere No Harm Done. I thought Windermere No Harm Done would be a little longer odds than what I see right now at 5-2, but Windermere No Harm Done. Travis Wilkie, the trainer and owner, Miles Heffernan doing the driving. A good trip last time out, 3rd and 58 and 2, showing some decent miles post 4 tonight. I like her for 3rd on my ticket, but a short price right now at 5-2. Maybe a long shot play in here. It's the 6, Top of Her Trade, showing real nice miles, 57 and 2, 5 back there, 28 and 3, finishing 4th at the 601 level, and then jumped up to the 1051 class the last 2 weeks. Jason Hughes in the seat, 2 back, tried to cut it the entire mile, ended up 5th, and then last week 6th by 16. Trainer Todd Walsh has put her on the Lasix program, so this is her first start on Lasix. Mark Bradley gets a call here tonight, but this mare can really bust off the wings as well. A lot of inside speed in here, but I'm looking for Bradley to maybe bust off the wings, get up into the 2 or 3 hole in here, and if she has a good closing kick on the Lasix program, she could upset in here. A good price if you don't want to play the chalk, 8-1. Philly mares lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It is the Grant Thornton Pace. They'll be trackside with the winner, so let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
From the rail out. Outrageous Spirit, Elm Grove Nancy, Southern Heart, Windermere No Harm Done, Steal Me a Treasure, Top of Her Trade, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. And a beauty beginning, top of her trade on the far outside between horses Windermere, no harm done. Outrageous Spirit drives out at the rail. That is Elm Grove Nancy around the turn in fourth. Moving up fifth is Steal Me a Treasure. And between horses the trailer, that is Southern Heart. So to the backstretch they go. And top of her trade drives up to take over the lead from Mark Bradley. Second at the rail, Outrageous Spirit. Moving up third, that is Steal Me a Treasure. On the inside, Windermere, no harm done is fourth. Elm Grove Nancy fifth, and the trailer, that is Southern Heart. They arrived at the opening quarter with top of her trade, the leader there in 28 and 3. Here comes a new leader. That is Steal Me a Treasure, and the Blue Knight used to take over. Top of her trade is now second, Outrageous Spirit third, Windermere, no harm done fourth. Racing from fifth, that's Elm Grove Nancy. Trailing the field is Southern Heart. They're halfway home, led by Steal Me a Treasure. Top of her trade races from second into the turn third, Outrageous Spirit. 57 and 2 for an opening half mile. That was 28 and 4 in the second split. Onward they go to three quarters, opening it up on the front end. Steal Me a Treasure. Top of her trade is All Out second. Moving up third is Outrageous Spirit. Now to take over fourth is Windermere, no harm done. On the rail and racing from fifth is Elm Grove Nancy. And the trailer after a break is Southern Heart. 3 quarters goes to Steal Me a Treasure in 1:27 and 4 1/8 of a mile out. Steal Me a Treasure turning home. Outrageous Spirit is second. In between them, Windermere, no harm done. Way wide is Elm Grove Nancy. On the wire next, and it's Steal Me a Treasure for the Blue Knight. Jason Hughes. Outrageous Spirit held second. Elm Grove Nancy rallies up third. 1:59 flat.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universal Slow-Mo here for race number 6. It was the Grant Thornton Pace, and as expected, Steal Me a Treasure and Hughes, they were kind of the class of the field in here as they've been racing some tougher groups, and so we liked her on top. Hughes put her right on the front, but he had to pay a price. Stung past the opening quarter, 28 and 3, kept on rolling. 57 and 2 to the half, 127 and 4, big fractions. And they were tired getting home, but the 5, Steal Me a Treasure, enough left in the tank to fend off the challenge from Outrageous Spirit and Myrner. We liked her as well, a 43-time winner. We knew she'd be game in here from the rail. She gets a good deuce in here. And how about rallying for third is the 2, Elm Grove Nancy and Kenny Murphy. She always has a good closing kick, but it's Steal Me a Treasure delivering as the chalk choice here in race 6. Time of the mile, 1:59.
Steal Me a Treasure, arriving at the 6th race winner's circle. Pacing roan mare, she's 4 by State Treasurer. From the Mach 3 dam, Stellar Steel. Owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Trained by Jennifer Doyle and driven to victory by the Blue Knight, Jason Hughes. Time for the mile in 1:59. Steal Me a Treasure in the 6th down at trackside, the Grant Thornton Cooler presentation. Here's the official results in race 6. Outrageous Spirit second. Elmgrove Nancy third. Southern Heart fourth. Windermere No Harm Done fifth. Steal Me a Treasure, the race winner. Top of Her Trade was 6. Fractions 28 and 3. 57 and 2. 127 and 4. And the mile 159. From the top, 234 516. Steal Me a Treasure paid $250. The Exactor $630, Triactor $29.50, Super High Five $44.33.
Red Shores has compiled some guest tips to make your visit to the track an enjoyable experience. Remember to plan ahead by getting familiar with the racetrack and wager early to avoid being shut out, or try using our mobile to place your bets through hbibet.com and use our free Wi-Fi. Avoid cashing your winning tickets at 2 minutes to post, and always check your tickets. So keep up to date by following our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and appreciate our staff. Just a few guest tips from Red Shores. Okay, here's a look at our selections for the upcoming 7th race. I'm going to go with a 1-6-4. I like Windermere, Don't You Worry, to get it done here in race number 7. Post time picks going with a 6-4-1. Classifier's choice also matching strides with a 6-4-1. We're about 6 minutes away here from the 7th. Post break coming up in just a moment.
The Trotters and their drivers for the 7th on the track for the parade. Windermere, Don't You Worry, number 1, owned by the estate of Glennie McKay of Summerside, trained by Lloyd Hanna. Corey McPherson drives. Suicide Shift is 2, owned by Margot Fisher of Fredericton, New Brunswick, trained by Harold Shepard. Stephen Shepard driving. Magian Tango 3, owned by Mary Lee Ripley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained and driven by Jim Ripley. Charlotte K, number 4, owned by Jacinta Campbell, Kent McDonald, and Bernard McDonald. Mark Campbell training and driving. Tequila Tuesday, number 5, owned by Jackie Heffernan of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia. Trained by Miles Heffernan Jr., Miles Sr. drives. 6 is Incredible 2, owned by Wade Piccone of Stanchill, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenault. There's 5 minutes wagering time on race number 7. Back to the broadcast desk with another new feature for 2022. Kurt Hughes is next with the race day recap presented by Metro Home Building Center.
That's right, Vance. Let's get a look at the race day recap presented by Metro Home Building Center. And now in race 1 tonight, it was a real good race with Accurate Terry and Kenny Arsenault. A patient drive from driver Arsenault. He got on Catch a Few Rays back around the last turn, and then down the stretch, goodbye to beat Catch a Few Rays there on the line. 157 and 4 in the 5-2-3. Ticket paid $65. And then in race number 2 tonight, it was Royos Alley, a 2-year-old filly by Stonebridge Terror and Kenny Murphy. An aggressive drive. They go right down the road to a maiden break in victory of 201 and 2. And the 4-5-7 ticket paid a $1 triactor, $1,024.85. Great pay there in race number 2. Race number 3, we saw the 1 Black Electra and David Dowling dropping down in class, and here in the optional 5, head the rail, and they go right down the road, time the mile 158 and 2, and the 132 Chalky Try paid $9.50. And then in race 4 tonight, it was the 4 Along for the Ride, Amber Campbell back in the bike, the 3-year-old filly by Merchandiser. A record last time out, 2 minutes, 2/5, a new personal best, and go back-to-back again this week, right on the front end. 2:03 and 2 in the 4.68 try, paid a whopping $599.60. And then in race number 5 here tonight, it was the Super High 5, and we came close. We liked 4-1-3, and that's how it set up, and that's how it finished. The 4 Brookdale Sienna and Corey McPherson getting the job done. Nice trip, 158 and 2, a new record, and that Super High 5, 20 cent, 31.62. And then in race 6 tonight, it was the 5 Steal Me a Treasure and Jason Hughes. They were kind of the class of the field in here in race 6, and they go right down the road as the chalk, and they get it done 159 in the 5-1-2. Ticket paid $29.50. So there's a look at the first 6 here at Red Shores, and that is the race day recap presented by Metro Home Building Center. Race 7, 8, and 9 still to come here, so lots of chances to still play the live in here, and we got a good group of trotters. We got a fast track. It was 23 degrees earlier. It's probably dropped a couple degrees, but still a beautiful evening here in Charlottetown. I'm going to go with the 1 in here, Windermere, Don't You Worry, and Corey McPherson. Lloyd Hanna, the trainer, and the estate of Glenn Emmons McKay of Summerside is the owner, and Windermere Don't You Worry has been a real good trotter here, and if you look over at the lines, 5 for 8 in the top 3 with a win there in 59 and 1. You can see that 6 start back, a real good effort there at the 851 level. So no winners of 11-21, making second start off the Lasix program. I'm a little worried about that last line there. First start off the Lasix program, ended up finishing 6th. Race timed in 2:01 and 2, and only closed it out 31 and 4. So I'm going to throw that line out and give Windermere Don't You Worry another try here. A good price right now at 7-2. And now we're going to get a good look at the 6 Incredible 2, owned by Wade Piccone of Stanchill. Kenny Arsenault, the trainer and driver. Kenny already a win out of his barn, as you've seen there earlier there with Accurate Terry. Incredible 2's got a good shot in here from post 6. This mare can get off the wings really well. Now 4 years old, and she's handled the transition to a 4-year-old quite well, racing the age Trotters here, 7 for 10 in the top 3. 2 wins there, a mark of 59 taken earlier this year right here at Red Shore. She's got a good shot. 4th in 2 minutes, 2/5 in that Island Oceans last time out. And then prior to that, had been racing the Open, but the last time at the 1101s was 2 back. A good second in 59 and 1 to Glider Man. So I like Incredible 2. She's definitely a major threat at 2-1. Okay, and to round out my ticket, I'm going to go with Charlotte K, Jacinta Campbell, Kent McDonald, and Bernard McDonald are the owners. This 4-year-old mare. Mark Campbell, the trainer and driver. A real good effort last time out, rallying to be third. Race timed in 2 minutes flat, 29 and 4. It keeps getting better, this mare, and Campbell seems to have her ironed out. If you look, she made a break 3 back, but a couple good efforts in the last 2. Dropping down another level here, so Charlotte K, also a major threat. Currently the bettor's choice at 7-5. Good group of trotters lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 7th race. Back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Windermere, Don't You Worry, Suicide Shift, Magian Tango, Charlie K, Tequila Tuesday, Incredible 2, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Off stride goes Tequila Tuesday. Off end trotting Charlie K, leaving out with Suicide Shift. Windermere, Don't You Worry, into the turnaway third. From the outside, Incredible 2 goes fourth. Magian Tango is fifth. And the trailer, that is Tequila Tuesday. To the backstretch they go, led by Suicide Shift for Stephen Shepard. Here comes Charlotte K to drop in second. Windermere, Don't You Worry, away third. Racing from fourth, Incredible 2. Magian Tango races fifth. And the trailer is Tequila Tuesday. So the opening quarter goes to Suicide Shift. He led them to that station in 29 and 3. Charlie K tracking along second. Windermere, Don't You Worry is third. That's Incredible 2 fourth. Racing from fifth, that is Magian Tango. And the trailer is Tequila Tuesday. They approach the midway point, led by Suicide Shift. He'll get them halfway home. Here comes Windermere, Don't You Worry, to be first up to take over second. Charlie K now in the pocket third, outside of fourth. That's Incredible 2. Fifth is Magian Tango, and on the outside the trailer, Tequila Tuesday. 1 minute and a 1 for half a mile. 3/8 left to go, and Suicide Shift will lead to the back stretch for the final time. Up the inside is Charlie K second. Windermere, Don't You Worry is hanging on the outside third. Incredible 2 goes fourth. Up the rail comes Magian Tango, and the trailer, Tequila Tuesday. 3/4 in 1:30 and 1. They trot round the turn for the final time. She'd more than an 1/8 of a mile out, and Suicide Shift trying to take them all the way. Charlotte K second. Windermere, Don't You Worry is coming back on. Incredible 2 between horses. Deep in the stretch and up the inside. Charlotte K from Mark Campbell wins. Second, that's Incredible 2. Suicide Shift was third. 2 minutes, 2/5.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum Slow-Mo here for race 7. Trotters on track here in race number 7, and was the veteran Suicide Shift on the front end here for Steve Shepard. I thought Incredible 2 would bust off the wings hard here tonight for Arsenault, but they elected to take back into the 4 spot with Suicide Shift cutting the mile. 29 and 3 minute 1/5, 130 and 1. Charlotte Kay and Campbell got rewarded as they left off the gate. They got the 2-hole ride here, and they converted from that trip down the pass lane to get it done. But incredible too, crying for room there as they shake loose late, and they do get the deuce. But it was Charlotte Kay getting it done. Her first win here on the island. They get it done here in the 7th. A nice mile. 2 minutes, 2/5. So we'll see Charlotte Kay and Campbell back in the Red Shores winner's circle in just a moment.
Charlotte Kay into the 7th race winner's circle, trotting Bay Mare 4 by Triumphant Caviar. Off the Basil Dam, Holly's Diamond, owned by Jacinta Campbell, Kent McDonald, and Bernard McDonald. Mark Campbell training and driving. Time of the mile in 2 minutes and 2/5. Charlotte Kay in the 7th. Here's the official results now in the 7th race. Windermere Don't You Worry 5th. Suicide Shift was 3rd. Magian Tango 4th. Charlie K, the winner. Tequila Tuesday finished 6th. Incredible 2 was 2nd. The fractions went 29 and 3. 1 minute 1. 1:30 and 1. And the mile in 2 minutes and 2/5. In review, it's 5:34, 1:62. Charlie K paid $4.40. The exactor $12.90. Triactor $86. Superfecta $41.75.
Okay, there's a look at the paddock cam presented by Red Shores. And in out-of-town news, in case you missed it, at Reno Carlton tonight, a friend of ours here at Red Shores, Richard the Cat Samard, just notched his 6,000th driving win. A lot of miles to get those 6,000 wins. I know Richard well, and he's driven for us in the past at Reno before, and at Montreal, and down in Windsor as well. And so a lot of miles and a lot of hard-earned miles there in those 6,000 wins. So congratulations to Richard the Cat Smart, notching 6,000 tonight at Reno Carlton. There's a look at our top choices here in race number 8. I'm going to go with a 3-5-2 in here. We got the post break coming up right now.
Cardigan Feed Services Limited will have a presentation to the 8th race winner. They're on parade. Locker Up 1, owned by Jamie Kennedy of Charlottetown, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenault. Mrs. Dragonfire 2 is owned by Reg Ferguson and Wayne McDonald. Reg does the training tonight out of Myrner Catch Drives. You Ain't Dolly wears number 3, owned by Kelsey Curran of Peaks and David Amadio from Port Morion, Nova Scotia, trained by Brendan Curran. Mark Bradley up. For Elm Grove Misty, Dave Kelly training and driving for owner Charlene Cipher, Springvale. Alexis Gass of Cornwall is the owner and the trainer. Corey McPherson drives 5, Dusty Lane Zendaya. That's Me a Bad 6, owned by Mary Jean Noy. Denise Andrew and Tasha McKenzie, trained by Jay Noy. Mark Campbell drives. There's 5 minutes wagering time on race 8. Our next live presentation is tomorrow night at 7, followed by the Supercard racing Saturday at 7. And that means there's no doubleheader on Saturday here at the driving park.
Hi, I'm Gold Cup Ambassador Maddie Clow. Get ready for the greatest show in harness racing, the 63rd running of the Gold Cup and Saucer presented by Atlantic Lottery this Saturday night. Watch and wager from your favorite location through hbi.bet.com.
Great to hear from my cousin Maddie Clow. She's one of the Gold Cup ambassadors this year. And as Vance mentioned as well, a supercar coming up on Saturday night. The first 2 trials come up in race 14 and race 15 on that Super Saturday night card. First race post is 7 p.m. There is no afternoon card. And those 2 trials, they set up really good. There's a field of 8 in race 14. That is the first trial. Time to Dance, Bayfield Beach, Moretto Hanover, Ideal Perception, Bet 'em Again, Beach and Lindy, Cadillac by Emma, and Twin B Tough Enough. That's the first trial. In the second trial, in race 15, Legion Sealster, Always Be Sweet, Major Hill, Sintra, Laugh Again Hanover, Island Beach Boy, and Rotten Ronnie round out the field of 7. 2 good-looking trials on Saturday night. First race post is 7 p.m. And then the third trial goes on Monday night. First race post is 7 p.m. as well.
Time to check your 50-50 draw tickets, tonight valued at $700. And the winning number will be G2597428. Tonight's 50-50 winning number for $700, G2597428. Good luck.
Okay, out onto the track we go here in race 8. Just 3 minutes to post. There's my top choice. You Ain't Dolly, owned by Kelsey Kern of Peaks PEI and David Amadio of Port Moran, Nova Scotia. A winner on the front end for Mark Bradley last time out, and trainer Brendan Kern. Nice mile, 57 and 2, 851s last time out, jumping up one level. They were dominant last week, and I think they can be dominant again this week. I like this mare, and I like her on top of my ticket at even money. And now for second on my ticket, I'm going to go with the 5 Dusty Lanes and Dea. Alexis Gass of Cornwall is the owner and trainer. Corey McPherson in the bike, rallied to be third from post 6 last time out, 58 and 3. Just missed 3 back, finishing second by a length and a half, and 57. Kenny Murphy in the bike on that night. Nice closing quarter, 28 and 2. So she has been racing at these similar levels, like 1,051 this week. 1,071, 2 back, and she was a hard-fought 5th in that one, 58 and 4. So she has a real good burst of speed for a piece. So we'll see if Corey can use it at the right time here tonight and get it done. Good odds, 6-1. And now we're going to make our way to the 2. That is Mrs. Dragonfire. Reg Ferguson and Wayne McDonald are the owners. 7-year-old mare by Dragon again. Reg is also the trainer, and Adam Murner will do the driving. This mare is a little shy in the win column, just 2 wins over the last 2 years, but on the board percentage is very high, and so I like her for third on my ticket, especially off those last 2 trips from post 7, 4th last time out, 58 and 3. So I like her for third, and she is 8-1 on the board. We just got to look at the current favorite on the board right now. That's the 6. That's Mia Bad, currently at even money. A good win, dropping down to the 601s last time out, 57 and 4 for Campbell. Campbell back in the bike tonight, post 6. Lock her up right now on the screen. She is 5-1. This is another mare that has good gate speed, so we'll see if Arsenault can get her spotted up close to the lead. A lot of good options here in the exotic plays. 8-1 on Mrs. Dragonfire, 8-5 currently on You Ain't Dolly, 9-1 on Elm Grove Misty, Dusty Lanes and Dea 5-1, and still at even money. And the favorite is That's Mia Bad. Philly and Mares lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 8th race. It is the Cardigan Feed Services Pace. They'll be trackside with the winner. Now back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Lock her up. Mrs. Dragonfire, You Ain't Dolly, Elm Grove Misty, Dusty Lanes and Dea. That's Mia Bad. Top of the stretch. Here they come. her up and pacing the inside trio are leaving out. You Ain't Dolly, Mrs. Dragonfire, and Lock Her Up guarding the rail. Fourth one to the turn is Elm Grove Misty. Away fifth, Dusty Lane Zendaya, the early trailer. That's Me a Bad, the early leader. You Ain't Dolly takes over for Mark Bradley. Lock Her Up left hard and is rewarded with a two-hole ride. Third up the rail is Mrs. Dragonfire. Now fourth, that's Elm Grove Misty. Dusty Lane Zendaya fifth, down the trailer. That's Me a Bad on by the opening station in straight alignment now. You Ain't Dolly the leader, the quarter up, 28 and 4. Lock Her Up around the turn is second. Third up the rail, Mrs. Dragonfire. Fourth along the inside, Elm Grove Misty. Then in fifth, it's Dusty Lane Zendaya. That's Me a Bad. She sees them all. They approach the half mile next, led by You Ain't Dolly. The heavy favorite is halfway home for Mark Bradley. Lock Her Up races from second. On the move on the outside third. That is Elm Grove Misty underway. Fourth up the rail is Mrs. Dragonfire. On the outside, Dusty Lane Zendaya fifth. Trailing at the rail, that's Me a Bad, 59 and 1 was the half. Up the backstretch they go. 3/4 coming next, and You Ain't Dolly the leader. From the outside and at her wheel is Elm Grove Misty. In the pocket, Lock Her Up third. Driving up fourth now on the outside, Dusty Lane Zendaya. Mrs. Dragonfire riding the rail fifth. That's Me a Bad on the outside trails, but not out of it. All six of them have a shot. Eighth of a mile to go. 3/4 in 1. 29 and 3. Down the stretch they come. You Ain't Dolly looking to go all the way. Lock Her Up the rail. Here's the line. You Ain't Dolly in line to Mark Bradley. Second, that is Lock Her Up. Dusty Lane Zendaya looks to be third. Time for the mile in 1:58 and 1.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universal Slow-Mo here for race 8. It was the Cardigan Feed Services pace. He'll be trackside with the winner. It was a perfectly executed drive here by Mark Bradley with You Ain't Dolly. He busted off the wings here, got to the front just as they were passing the 8th pole, and then he found the brake pedal and got good middle fractions here. 28-4, 59 and 1, 129 and 3. Stepped it up a notch down the stretch. And he lets her out a notch, and she gets the job done over the pocket sitter, Lock Her Up, and Dusty Lane Zendaya and Corey McPherson. They close strong for the show, though, but no doubt about the winner. It's You Ain't Dolly going back-to-back for Bradley here in race 8. Nice mile, 1:58 and 1.
You Ain't Dolly arriving at the 8th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare 6 by Shadow Play from the Cami Backstam. I'm a Cami, owned by Kelsey Kern of Peaks, David Amadio of Port Morion, Nova Scotia, trained by Brendan Kern and driven to victory by Mark Bradley. She makes every call the winning one in 1:58 and 1/5. You Ain't Dolly in the 8th down at trackside, the Cardigan Feed Services cooler presentation. Now the official results from race 8. Lock Her Up was second. Mrs. Dragonfire fifth. You Ain't Dolly the winner. Elm Grove Misty fourth. Dusty Lane Zendaya third. That's Me at Bad was sixth. The fractions were 28 and 4. 59 and 1. 129 and 3. And the mile 158 and 1. From the top, 251 436. You Ain't Dolly paid $320. The exactor 1640, triactor 4070, and the superfecta 1241.
Red Shores is pleased to offer a new fan zone in the lower level of Red Shores. This area has high top tables, new flat screen TVs featuring live and off track horse racing. You can also place your bets by using our free Wi Fi on your mobile device through HBIBet.com. Okay, our feature race and our final race of the evening on this beautiful Thursday night. There's a look at my top choice in here. I like a 3-2-4 post time picks. Going with a 3-2-4. Classifier's choice is 2-3-4. Post break coming up in just a moment.
Ninth race pacers and the drivers are on post parade. Southfield Sky, number 1, owned by Southfield Farms, Incorporated of Summerside, trained by Keith Campbell. Tonight, Mike McGuigan. 2 is Woodmere Roll Lily, owned by Marcia Knox, Corey Livingston, and Stephen McDonald. Melissa Rennie does the training, driven by Adam Murner. Better Than Men 3 is owned by Better Than Expected Stable of Mermaid. Todd Walsh is the trainer, Jason Hughes. For Pacific Delight, owned by Jack Keenan of Stratford, Joseph Dahl of Burlington, Ontario, trained by Ron Matheson, Kenny Murphy drives. 5 is Maggie's Delight, owned by Michelle Myers and Roger McDonald of Cardigan. Michelle does the training. Mark Campbell up. Elm Grove Penny 6, owned by Luke Burke of Marshfield, trained by Melissa Rennie. Corey McPherson catch drives. Number 7 is Silly Amos, owned by David Kent of North Rustico, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenal. There's 5 minutes wagering time on the 9th race, featuring that super high 5. And Kurt, once again, you and I are up with our selections. We thank Results Advertising and Marketing for their presentation of the Bandcamp from the announcer's booth here at the driving park. I like the number 2 entry, Woodmere Roll Lily. She's been a solid addition to the Melissa Rennie barn since returning back to the Maritimes. We're going to use her on top. 3 Better Than Men. 55-4 was an excellent trip with her last outing with a closing panel of 28-2. She goes back there tonight. She'll find herself in the winner's circle. I've got her for the deuce. I like number 5, Maggie's Delight. She's put a couple of solid performances together her last 2, a going-away winner in 56-4. She come back to finish second her last outing in 57-3. For 4th, I like number 6, Elm Grove Penny, back to the Rennie stable. She'll get McPherson on the catch driving roll. I'll use her for 4th. Then going to go to 1, Southfield Sky, off of that awesome performance in Summerside, her last outing, where she was a 14th length winner in 56-4. I like 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. And Mr. Hughes, you had me mighty worried on our super high 5 the last time around. I thought it was a 3-peat. It couldn't get much closer. Your choices here in the 9th.
And I'm still kicking myself, Vance, because I had this and the 8 for 5th, and I changed my mind. And the old saying is, you never change your mind when you're getting a ticket. And so I shouldn't have in race 5, but we'll try to nail it here in race number 9. I'm going to go with the 3, Better Than Men, and my brother Jason Hughes. This mare has been great for Todd since he bought her, and so I like her on top. I'm going to go to Woodmere, Roll Lily, and Murner. They've been great too since coming back to the island. I like her for 2nd. I'm going to go with Pacific Delight and Kenny Murphy. A good trip last time out, 56-1, finishing 3rd. I like her for 3rd, and then I'm going to go to the rail, Southfield Sky, off that big trip last time out. For 4th and for 5th, I'm going to go with Maggie's Delight, so I like the inside 5, 3, 2, 4. 1 5, and there's Vance's selections, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. We'll try and nail it here in the finale here at Red Shores.
Race Day Live is brought to you by A&B Electric, specializing in residential, commercial, agricultural, and heat pump installations. Also, thank you to The Guardian, M&M Resources, Pollard's Housing, and Northumberland Ferries.
Excellent feature race here to close it out here on a Thursday night, the eve of Gold Cup week, Gold Home week, and what a way to close it out here in the 9th. A real good group right now on the board. There is the 1, Southfield Sky, up that great trip last time out, currently 10-1. The current favorite right now at 6-5 is Woodmere Roll Lily. Better Than Men, my top choice at 5-2 currently. Pacific Delight Race Super last time out 56-1, finishing third. She is 11-1. Maggie's Delight off a win there, 2 back, and second last time out. She's 7-2. Elm Grove Penny right now at 12-1. She's coming off a win, 2 back, right on the front end, 56-1, big trip. So she's a good price. And Silly Amos racing good as well in her last 2 with a win and a third. She's 5-1. Good betting group here in race number 9 to close it out on this Thursday night. We're back here tomorrow night with a real good card as well. First race post tomorrow night is 7 o'clock. Okay, Philly Mare is lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It's post time for race number 9, our feature race. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Southfield Sky, Woodmere Roll Lily, Better Than Men, Pacific Delight, Maggie's Delight, Elm Grove Penny, and Silly Amos, top of the stretch. Approaching a start. Thursday night, finale time. Rough and pacing, Maggie's Delight is leaving. Southfield Sky along the rail, she'll leave. Then the third one into the turn is Woodmere Roll Lily to get away fourth along the inside. Racing to the 8th pole is Better Than Men. Fancy stepping in the 2-hole. That's Southfield Sky as they move to the backstretch. And a fired up Maggie's Delight from Mark Campbell, the leader. Southfield Sky finds a better stride in second, all alone third. Woodmere Roll Lily back into fourth. Better Than Men. They were rolling along early. Fifth is Pacific Delight. Racing from 6, Elm Grove Penny. Trailing the field, Silly Amos, 28-1 was the quarter. They're on by the 3/8 pole, led by Maggie's Delight, clear by 2. Southfield Sky is second. Woodmere Roll Lily headed to the outside third. Following her out fourth, that is Better Than Men. Up the rail is Elm Grove Penny. From the outside, Pacific Delight trailing the field. That is Silly Amos at the midway point, led by Maggie's Delight in 58-1. From the outside, Woodmere Roll Lily now second. Southfield Sky in the pocket third. Moving up fourth, that is Better Than Men. On the cones is Elm Grove Penny fifth. Outside 6, Pacific Delight. Trailing the field, Silly Amos. 3/4 coming next. They're 3 wide there. In at the rail, Maggie's Delight. Woodmere Roll Lily. Better Than Men. Presses her luck. She's coming 3 wide third. Southfield Sky at the rail fourth. In between them fifth. Elm Grove Penny. 3/4 28-1. And they're homeward bound. Maggie's Delight still there. Second, Woodmere Roll Lily. Better Than Men now getting to them all. On the wire. Better Than Men will double up the Blue Knight use. Second, that is Pacific Delight. Elm Grove Penny is third. 156-4.
Well, the Blue Knights well traveled over the last 24 hours in Inverness last night. Big win with Danny Romo's Sharp Colt. Tobin's Profit, he remains undefeated. Hughes back tonight here in Charlottetown, and he doubles up this time with Better Than Men. A perfect second oversteer as Maggie's Delight cut the fractions, 28-1, half 58-1, 128-1. Woodmere Roll Lily and Adam Murner provided that live cover for Hughes and Better Than Men. He tipped her 3 wide around the last turn, and she responded. She drives by them down the stretch to get the job done here. 156-4. What a great little mare this has been for Todd Walsh and his ownership group. Better Than Expected stable of Mermaid. They got to be pretty happy with this mare. She gets it done in the feature here at Red Shores.
Better Than Men arriving at the ninth race winner's circle by pacing mare 5 by Better Than Cheddar off the I Am a Fool Damn Lovin' Kisses. Owned by Better Than Expected stable of Mermaid, trained by Todd Walsh. The Blue Knight, Jason Hughes, has his second winner on the night. For the double, time of the mile in 156-4. Better Than Men in the Blue Knight double in the nightcap.
This race replay is brought to you by Symes Horse Transport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome an opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and in the U.S. We also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email st.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Now the official results in the 9th. Southfield Sky 7th, Woodmere Roll Lily 4th. Better Than Men the winner. Pacific Delight was 2nd. Maggie's Delight finished 5th. Elm Grove Penny was 3rd. Silly Amos finished 6th. Fractions of 28-1, 58-1, 128-1, and the mile 156-4. In review, 741, 2536. Better Than Men paid $830. The Exactor 49.10, Triactor 312.30. The Super High 5 at $693.94, and the Late Daily Double paid $10. That completes our live presentation on this night at the Driving Park. Live racing continuing here tomorrow night with a 7 o'clock start time. Tonight's par mutual handle, $58,855. Ladies and gentlemen, from up top of the Charlottetown Driving Park, thanking you for joining us. This is Vance Cameron, bidding you a safe journey home.